Having Bobby as a coach has been an absolute game changer for not just me, but my entire family. Um, I can get into just so many details, but I'll just kind of break it down from a workout perspective, from a dieting perspective, from a lifestyle perspective. Um, so, one being just the dieting in general. I think I've been a yo-yo dieter for the majority of my adult life. I've tried keto, I've tried paleo, I've tried low carb, slow carb, you name it. I've tried every diet you could possibly think of, and I have lost weight doing all of it. In fact, for my wedding, I had lost, I think it was like 20 pounds, and I was at 169 pounds for my wedding. But if you look at the pictures of when I was 169 pounds for my wedding versus what I was 169 pounds under Bobby's regimen, it was night and day. Like, I actually had muscle. I lost fat, gained muscle versus me just losing weight for my wedding. That was huge. That was a big, big, big difference maker. Just understanding the difference between losing weight, losing fat, and how to build and maintain muscle. So Bobby teaches that in a stupendous manner. From a workout perspective, I've always been active. I've always been that guy who really hated going to the gym. But at the same time, for example, for my wedding again, I would go to the gym just because I really wanted to get into shape. But without an actual regimen and without form and actually understanding how to work out, now in hindsight, I was just wasting a whole bunch of time. And the key things that Bobby does teach you in his coachings is just, the few key moments during a workout that actually build muscle. And these are huge difference makers. If you look at my before and after pictures, I can maybe even send Bobby some pictures of me at my wedding when I was 169 pounds. You wouldn't be able to tell, you wouldn't be able to tell I was even the same person. At the same weight. It's that much of a drastic difference, just learning about building muscle, how to maintain it, etc. And then same thing for lifestyle. This actually gave my lifestyle structure. And once my wife started learning about this, she actually started tracking her macros. And I was always that person who would be like, I'm never going to weigh my food. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm looking at people. My sister-in-law was weighing her food for our wedding, and I was just like, okay, yeah, you're crazy. Now I actually can't picture my life without it. And as difficult as I initially thought it was, it's by far the most sustainable thing I've ever done for my health, by far. There's a whole bunch of objections that I had that I really had to break down. I had to break down those barriers, and Bobby really helped me with that. So, I couldn't thank him enough for this, because this gave me the knowledge that I needed to not just actually do this for myself, but also do it for my family. My wife learned a lot from me just doing this. And I know my kids are going to learn a lot from us following this lifestyle. And one thing I really, really want to stress on is that this is actually a lifestyle that we have gained from Bobby's knowledge and Bobby's coaching. And this is something that I actually don't think I can ever go back from. All that yo-yo dieting that I used to do back in the day, it just wasn't sustainable. I'm always craving, a burger or a pizza. I like my junk food. I just do. It is what it is. But I can actually get my fix while I'm tracking my macros. And I'm never really finding myself craving this or that or anything like that, because I'm able to eat pretty much whatever I want. I just have to account for it. And so the sustainability of what, we're doing under Bobby's teachings is incredible, because this is just going to be my way of life for the rest of my life. And, even if I do decide, I'm not really going to track or anything like that, I know a part of me is going to want to know what I'm putting in my body and how to keep this muscle that I've built. So, it's going to become an innate part of me if it already is not. So, Bobby, thank you for everything you did. I really appreciate it. And I feel like this is just the beginning.